Gold. It's shiny, metallic, and melts easily in bars, coins, or jewelry. It doesn't rust, corrode, or decay. But why is gold so valuable, both in our mind's eye and reality in terms of a global store of value and a medium of exchange? Why is silver relegated to a distant second place? Join us as we try to figure out the answers to these questions and much more. Let's talk about gold as an investment. Unlike other commodities such as oil or wheat, it does not get used up or consumed. Once gold is mined, it stays in the world. A barrel of oil, on the other hand, is turned into gas and other products that are expanded into a car's gas tank or airplane's jet engines. Grains are consumed in the food we eat and the way that our animals eat. Gold, on the other hand, is turned into jewelry, used in medicine, electronics, dentistry, aerospace, art, and locked away in vaults. Regardless of gold's final destination, its chemical composition is such that the precious metal cannot be used up. It is permanent. In other words, the supply will only go up over time, even if the demand for the metal dries up. But history overcomes the supply problem. Like no other commodity, gold has held the fascination of human society since the beginning of recorded time. Empires and kingdoms were built and destroyed over gold and everything around it. Gold was, in fact, accepted as a form of payment. Eventually, when societies evolved and fiat currency was created, we still base it on a gold standard until the 1970s. Proponents of this standard argue that such a monetary system effectively controls the expansion of credit and enforces discipline on lending standards, since the amount of credit created is linked to a physical supply of gold. That granted gold a power like no other commodity on the planet, and that power has never really disappeared. From a fundamental perspective, gold is generally viewed as a favorable hedge against inflation. Gold functions as a good store of value against a declining currency. So how do you invest in gold? The easiest way to invest in gold is through the stock market. You can invest in shares of gold mining companies. Of course, there are other issues to consider with gold mining companies. There's the political risks, environmental factors, and the sheer health risks that go along with it. There's also an ETF in gold, which simply holds the paper form of gold. And then there's directly buying gold. You can put it in your IRA or you can keep it with you. This is where Noble Gold Investments can help. Our team goes through every piece of gold and silver that someone acquires. We make sure it comes from the finest locations and it has all the purity and that the product is impeccable. And people love that. So if you want to start investing in gold, silver, or other precious metals, or if you simply have questions or want information, give us a call or head to the website, noblegoldinvestments.com. If you're not ready, I don't blame you. There's a lot to learn. Go ahead and watch the next video. And what are we discussing next? We'll get to know where gold gets its fundamental value, how it's used as money, and which factors subsequently influence its price on the market, from miners to speculators to central banks. We'll look at using gold both as a long-term component of a diversified portfolio and as a short-term trading asset. We'll look at the benefits of gold, but also examine the risks and pitfalls and see if gold is really what you need or what you want. Alternatively, you can head onto our website and download this guide in the ebook form, and you can read and spend time digesting that material.